my name is Keneshumi Obajo, and on today's video, I say I come and teach you the secret behind bag making. There are a lot of secret behind bag making you don't know. And once you know this secret, the fundamental aspect of bag making, you do exploits on bag making. So don't mind all these things you are seeing. When you see this type of bag, you will be afraid of the bag. It's as if as easy as ABCD, seeing this bag this way, you just calculate. You just think how they did all these things. But if you know the fundamental aspect of bag making, the patterns, how you can cut it, this side also, how can I cut this handle to make it to be this way, this round body of this bag, eh, the front design, that's the front pattern, you ask yourself, how will you do all these things? But on today's video, I'll be telling you all these things. I'll be teaching you what and what you need to know on bag making, so that it will be easy for you. When you see this kind of bag, it's like motor. And you see this side now, how did they cut this side? How did they do here? Is there any difference between this one and this one? Yes, it's different. This side, the difference between here, when you see this side is covered here, you cannot touch the inner side. And you see, so this one is for this. Then coming here again, this side is for this. Before you go to the main body of the bag, so this is the main body of the bag. And you see, don't mind me about all these things, I make it to be big. So this is the main body of the bag. And you see this bag. Then coming to this one now, this is handbag for women. When you see this kind of bag, you ask yourself, how did they sew this? The side pattern, the base, the flap, the front side, the back side, the inner side of the bag. You ask yourself all these questions. But on today's video, I am here to teach you. I am here to tell you the fundamental aspect of bag making. When you know all these things, you don't bother about bag making. I will show you the patterns I have. Some patterns I have. I will show you the patterns I have on bag making. Believe me, you need to get so many patterns on bag. You need school bag pattern, you need lunch bag pattern, you need handbag pattern. Any handbag at all you want to sew, you need the pattern, so that it will not be disturbing you, that anytime you want to sew the bag, you still go ahead to cut out the patterns. But when you have the pattern, the only thing you need to do is to place the pattern on top of the leather or the fabrics or any material you want to use. Then you cut out your leather or fabrics or anything. Now I'm showing you my patterns before I'll go ahead and teach you, so that you know what I'm saying is true. These are the patterns that I'm using. This one is just for small curved bag. This is for lunch bag. All these ones is patterns. I will now show you for the school bag. This one is for purse. Can you see this? I got this. This is a this is just a pattern, a carton that I don't even know where I got it from, but I saw this design, this front design. I love it so much. So I'm using it for purse. A purse that will be this way. Can you see? So it will be this way. So all these patterns, you must need it on your bag. Then I will show you the school pattern. So now this is the school pattern for the kids. This one is also school pattern. This is Marco, but I'm just using it for pattern for the bag. Now let's go on the main lesson that I want to teach you today. If you want to know how to cut out a pattern for a bag, when you see this kind of bag, now what will you do? You first of all ask yourself, what did they do here? You know, on any school bag, you can give a design you want on school bag. Don't mind the one I did. You can do your own. You can give your curve this way. You can curve it also this way. It's based on what you want on school bag. It does not matter. The only thing, let that design be beautiful. Look at another design. And you see this? This is a sticker, or you can call it a cartoon for kids. But I used it to design this bag. This bag is now 1, 2, 3 for the zip, and you have the back. When you see this handle, you notice that this handle and this handle is not the same thing. I have all their patterns by my side, but because it helps me to do it very well. Then coming to this one now, this is another pattern of the school bag. I'll still show you other ones. Can you see this one again? This is school bag. Now let's go ahead on what I want to teach you today. For this bag, okay, sorry, like this bag now. When you want to sew this bag, I will still come back to all these ones, the lunch bag and the other bags that is here. Let me just keep it aside. Then for this one that is school bag, if you want to cut it out now, you ask yourself, the first thing you need to do is to use your measuring tape and measure here, and you stop at this place, don't go down, because this one is quite different from this one. Before joining all of them together, you measure from here and you stop here. Then after measuring here, you measure here also, because this one is together before cutting it. Do you understand what I'm saying? This all from here to here is the same leather before splitting it, all these ones now. So the first thing you need to do is to measure here and measure here. So after measuring it now, you get the measurement, then you just keep it by the side. You bring out your pen, your measuring tape, you begin to measure all these things. You measured here, you measure from here to here, what is the measurement? You measure this one from here, you measure, when you see this one, you notice that it's curved here. So you measure from here, this place that this one stopped, this one now to here, what is measurement? You notice that from here to here is 1 inch. From here to here is 1 inch. So after measuring here, from here to here to be 4 inch, and from here to here to be 5 inch. After measuring this, after measuring that way now, I now curved it from here. I stopped here. Remember, the middle will be 2.5 inch will be at the middle. So this side will be 2.5 inch, and this side will be 2.5 inch, and down here is 4 inch. Then I now give it this curve. After giving this one this curve now, I still cut out some parts on top of this one. I measured from here to here to be 2 inch. Then I cut it out from here to here to be 2 inch. Then I cut this one out. Then after measuring this one again, I go ahead to measure from here to here to be 1 inch. Did you understand? I can even still want to curve this bag this way. The next thing I need to do is measure the place I want. Did I need 5 inch? Did I need 6 inch? Did I want to measure like 8 inch? Any one I want. I just measure from here to here to be 8 inch, from here to here to be something like 4 inch, 5 inch. Then I will now draw a curve from here. I join here and I will go down. I will do the same thing here if I want two of them to be the same thing. If I don't want it, I will just give it the curve here. After giving the curve here, what else will I do? I will use my cord and join two of them together again. It becomes the same leather. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then coming here, after joining all these ones now, I will come here and I will cut. Okay, I have cutted out this one. How will you do this? While cutting your leather for school bag, remember the things you need to know. You cut out the front pattern, you cut out the back pattern, you cut out the handle, you cut out the zip side of the bag, that is this side, you cut out the round body of the bag. How many are there now? The front pattern. The front pattern is the side that would need to design so many things. Any design we want to give your school bag is on the front pattern, on the front side of the school bag. After giving it that design now, you come to the back side. You don't need design on the back side. What you need to do, if you want to design the back side now, I can go ahead and add fob here, so that it makes the bag to balance well at the back of the person that will carry it. So I might I might put a foam here, and I will put the foam here again. You see some bag, you will notice what I'm saying. You see some foam here, you will see some here, you will see some here. If I want to do the same thing, I'll still go ahead and add it here. So the back side don't need much design, because we will not be seeing it if you carry it. It's only your bag that will be seeing the back side, so you don't need any design. What you just need is this handle. Do you understand? What you just need is the handle that will put there, the upper side and this side, and then the back of the bag. But coming to the front, that's the main design for the school bag. If you design the front side of the school bag very well, you will enjoy it. You understand what I'm saying? So I have designed this one now the way I want. Maybe while sewing another one, I'll just design it any other way. Just design your bag. If you want to just be covering it this way, you cover another one this way. It's based on you, the type of stress you want to pass through while sewing the bag. Because the more you cut your front side of the bag, the more stress it becomes. So if you don't want to stress yourself, you just go ahead and cut it something like this. This is just is simple, is simple and easy to sew. It's simple and easy to sew than this one, because you see how you have a lot of cuts on this one. We got this one, two, three, four, five. We got this, we add it. Just all this is to make the bag to be beautiful. Then after cutting this one now, coming to this side. So I'm just telling you the fundamental aspect of school bag. Any school bag you see, anyone, just don't be afraid of the school bag. Go straight to the school bag. Just notify the parts what they did on the school bag. It have no other thing to do. Then here is the same thing. Here is the same thing on any school bag. The only difference is if you want to put a pocket here, where you can put your can, your phone, your charger. That's the only different thing on this bag. So when you see this one now, you notice that I did not put the pocket. So it's the same thing. This side is the same thing. This side, the only difference here, maybe this bag is smaller than this, and this one might be smaller than this. That's the only different thing for this side of the bag, the zip side. Another thing is, if I want to make this to be 2 inch, did I want to make this one to be 5 inch? If I don't want to make it to be 5 inch, I will make all of them to be equal based on the person that will carry it. Is it for nursery? Is it for the basics? Is it for the basic, as in that is the primary? Is it for secondary? Is it for a senior person that will carry it? If for the senior person, remember, the person that will be carrying something like laptop or anything, you need to put a bag inside. You add the foam there. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the basic aspect of school bag. Just know the front, the back side, the round body, the zip aspect of it. That's all. And the handle. You want to make this kind of handle. If you want to cut it straight, you cut it straight, you come here and give it a curve. You stop here, you give this one again. You come here and do the same thing here. After doing it, you join it together, you add foam that you want to put, then you join it together. That's all for this handle. If you want to make it this way, if you want it to curve small, coming down here, you curved it. Any shape you want to give your own, it's the same thing. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying on this teaching today. So I say I come and to show you all this fundamental aspect of it. Then coming to this one now, when you see this design, I told you, you just design your bag the way you want it to be. Do you want your bag to be a simple design? Do you want it to be so complicated that people will not know what you want, what you design? It's based on you. The only thing, make your bag to be beautiful, attractive on people that will use it. So that when they see your bag, it will attract them to come and buy. That's all. When you see this one now, I'll still show you another one. Okay, let me show you this one. This is just a stretch cut. I cut here. I did not even curve it at all. I come here, I cut this side, I cut this side, and this is another the zip side, the round body, and the bag. Then let's go ahead to the lunch bag. I'll teach you what and what you need to do on lunch bag. This is my lunch bag now. What did I do on this lunch bag? So that anytime you see any lunch bag, don't be afraid of it. You can make it. You can sew it. This lunch bag is as easy as ABCD. What did I need to know? Did I want my lunch bag to be 9 inch, 10 inch, 12 inch, 30 inch? Is it on CM? Anyone at all you want to do. The only thing you need to do now is to get the side of this lunch bag. The side of this lunch bag will tell you the measurement that we use on the main body of the lunch bag. If the side of this lunch bag is 5 inch and here is 10 inch, and the base is 5 inch also, and the upper side is 5 inch also. Coming to this side is the same thing. What will you do on this side? What I need to do now is to measure the base if I want the base to be different. But coming to this one now, there is no difference on the base. Just I join it here, the front side, I join it here, I join it on top of this side, I join it here also. So when I make this one to be 5 inch, then from that 5 inch now, I will measure each round to know the measurement. After measuring it round now, assuming I get something like a 25 inch, what else, what will I do? From up this side, like this one now, I will measure like here. Remember, the upper side stopped here. I join something here. From this side that is stopped, I will measure from here, coming here to be 8 inch, 9 inch, 10 inch, cm, anything you want it to be. Then what you will do is to measure it here. You measure 1 inch if you want it to be 1 inch here. If you want it to be 2 inch, if you want it to be 10 inch, you measure it here, you measure it this side, then you give it a curve. You cut the upper side of the school bag, then the remaining one will be for the round body of the bag. Then you measure, you add the handle on the upper side of this. After adding the handle, while sewing the side of the school bag, join it together. Make sure that the middle of this side and the middle of the handle, not even here, the middle of this handle is the same thing with the middle of the round of the side of the bag. If it is the same, then the handle will be at the center of the bag. But if they are not the same, you might see the handle coming down here or coming at the front of the bag. So that's how to know how the size, the measurements you use for the lunch bag. Then let me show you another thing here now. Look at this bag. When you see this bag now, you ask yourself, how did I sew this bag? I first of all measure out the side of the bag. The same thing I did on the lunch bag. After measuring the side of this bag, I got the measurement. Then I measured the base. Look at the base is different from this. I added this base. Then I begin to cut some leather based on the measurement I got here. Assuming I measured the front side to be 10 inch, I cut out here to be 4 inch, remaining 6 inch. From here to here now to be 2 inch, remaining 4 inch. Coming up here is 4 inch. That's the middle of the zip aspect of the bag. Can you see this? Then coming down to this side, I will add the remaining measurement that I got at the back of the bag. Then I join two of them together. That's how I sew this bag. And anytime I want to sew this type of bag, you first of all cut the side of the bag. After cutting the side of the bag, you measure it round. After measuring it round now, you use that round measurement that you measured to cut the front and the back side for the bag. That is for this one. Then what else will I teach you now? Okay, coming to this bag that looks complicated. This bag, the first day I saw this bag, I sat down and began to think about it for like 2 or 3 days. It took me 2 or 3 days to know what and what I would do on this bag. So what did I do? I first of all cut this curve, this side. I cut this side. After cutting this side, I cut this side too. So it will be two pieces, this one and this one. Then after cutting it now, what else did I do? I measured from here down here to here. After measuring it, I used it to cut this side, but I added like 1 inch because this one is inside. That is why I added like 1 inch here. So after adding the 1 inch here now, I sew this from here. I come up here, then I stopped here. Before sewing it, I first of all add the zip. I added this zip. Sorry on this. The zip supposed to come out. The zip supposed to come up here, but because I measured it wrongly the day I measured it, That's why it is here, but it's still beautiful. Is it not beautiful? So don't mind me, Jare. The only thing I want to tell you is you measure here first. You cut out this place the way you want the curve to be. Do you want the curve to be semicircle coming here? Is based on you. Do you want the curve to be straightforward curve, just more as a sharp curve? Is based on you. Do you want it to be this way? Is based on you. If you want it to be this way now, after cutting it, you measure it from here, you measure it and stop here. That is the same measurement to this curve of this front part of the bag. Then after sewing it, adding the zips you want. If I don't want this zip, I will not add it. If I want to add more here, I will still do that. If I want to add more zip here, I will still do that. It's based on your choice. It's based on what you want the bag to be. Then after that, I will still do the same thing I told you on the school bag. I told you the zipper and the round body of the school bag is the same thing. The only thing is the measurement that you want to use. Do you want to use 6 inch? Do you want to use 5 inch? Do you want to use 3 inch? It's the same thing. Then on the back of this bag, I measured the round body and know the measurement. I place it on top of the leather this way. After sewing here, I place it on the top of the leather this way. I hold it this way now. I hold it this way. Then I place it on top of the leather. I cut out the round body of this bag. The handle is still the same thing. You want the handle to be straight, you want it to be curved, anytime, anywhere you want it to be, that's your choice. So now, this is what I have for you today. So if you want to become a bag maker, the first thing you need to do is to go and learn how to use sewing machine. Is it industrial machine? Is it manual one? What you need to do is to go and learn how to use it. After learning how to use the machine, you first of all sew a small purse. That's the straightforward purse. You don't need much stress on that. After sewing that, you might go ahead to sew just a curved purse. After that, you sew one hand bag. After that, you still go ahead to be just sewing all these little bags, so that it will not stress you much, it will not disappoint you, you will not give up. While sewing that, you'll be learning how to make your line. Let me show you how to make your line to be straight. Can you make your line to be straight while sewing the bag? So after making your line to be straight, you go ahead and sew something like handbag. After sewing the handbag, you sew the lunch bag, you sew this bag, you just be moving one step after another on bag making. You will enjoy it. Are you using fabrics? Are you using gym material? Are you using leather or anything? Bag making is a good business that you can enter into. You can might be sewing it, you might be selling it, but sewing it, you while seeing this bag that I sew now, I'm so happy that I'm sewing this bag. After sewing this, the day I saw this bag, the day I saw this, I don't know that I will be able to get it this way, but I give it a trial, 1, 2, or 3 times. Here I come today that I can sew this bag, and there is no complicated school bag you give me that I cannot sew, because I have known the tricks of how to do it. You can do more than I did. You can do better. Just go ahead. If you want to learn how to sew bag, first of all, learn how to use sewing machine. Sew one small bag first. Just be doing it that way. Any day, make sure you just sew 1 or 2 bags by yourself. Don't depend on your madam. Don't depend on your oga. Don't depend on your teacher. Depend on yourself that you can sew it. You might give yourself, might give it a try. You might tell yourself, I will never do that, until you get it. One day you'll be a professional. You one day they will look for you, they'll ask you to do 1 or 2 things. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much for listening to me. Just get ready, because more things is coming. On another video, I'll still teach you other things on business, like bag making, shoe making, and every other thing I know that I will tell you. Don't stay idle, just look for something to do. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, I'm still their bag making tutor Kelechi Ume Owajo. Thanks so much for all my returning subscribers. So I will never stop thanking you. Thank you so much. People are doing great. To all my new subscribers, I say a very big welcome to you. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thank you. May Almighty God bless you today for me. Oh, bye bye.